Hello, boys and girls. As Miss Jen suggested last week, I am here to share our verse with you for this week and show you how to do the sign language for it. So we are on Ephesians 5:23. Now, the books have a slightly different translation. They are they're the ESV translation. I'm going to use NIV just because it's very similar, just a little bit easier, and it makes a little more sense. So the book says, "For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and is himself its Savior." We're going to sign the NIV, "The husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior." Okay? So when we sign head, we're not going to sign the typical head. This would be how you'd say head. But we're talking about Jesus as the head, as the leader of the church. So we're going to sign leader, okay, when we get there. So let's start. So the husband, you're going to take a C hand and go from the top of your head and you're going to cup it down. The husband is head, leader, but we're going to say head. So you're going to take your hands, cup them around your hand, and you're going to lead. Is head of the wife. Wife is similar to husband, only the female usually start down here. So wife. The husband is head of the wife, as Christ. We take a C, Christ, go from our left shoulder down to our right hip and back up. That's Christ. As Christ is the head, again, we're going to use leader, head of the church. Now you can do of, this is of, you just connect your fingers. It's not necessary, but you can. Is the head of the church. We learned church last week, that like the C on the rock, church on the rock. Is head of the church. His body, we go from shoulders to just kind of fit our body. His body, of which he is the Savior. He is the Savior. Pretty easy, right? Okay, so let's try it again all together. The husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Let's try it one more time. The husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Very good. So now you have a little bit of time to practice before we meet tomorrow, and I'll show you again tomorrow. This week is hat night, so wear your favorite hat, your most worn hat, your goofiest hat, whatever hat you can come up with, that's what tonight is. We are looking forward to seeing you all back tomorrow. Have a great night.